Session 11. Gradually, we are getting to the end of this interesting course. We are on session 11. Public service accountability. That's what you are going to do in session 11. We shall discuss the concept of accountability and problems that hinder the development of the culture of public accountability in Africa, and for that matter, in Ghana. And by the end of the session, students should be able to explain accountability and the types of accountability, to discuss the problem of public accountability in Africa and the factors that contribute to these problems. The topics to be covered here include accountability in the public service, types of accountability, problems of ensuring public accountability, and public accountability in Africa, factors that contribute to non-availability of accountability in African states. So let's start with accountability in the public service. What is the meaning of accountability? What does accountability means in the context we are looking at it from? Two words come to mind whenever accountability is mentioned, that are responsibility and answerability. And these two words, Stanley, for example, considered as synonyms of accountability. That is, answerability and accountability, consider them as synonyms. We have types of accountability. We have bureaucratic accountability, legal accountability, professional accountability, and political accountability. Let's take a brief look at these types of accountability. Bureaucratic accountability. Bureaucratic accountability involves a superior-subordinate relationship, where the superior gives instructions and the subordinate executes such instructions. Legal accountability is grounded upon relations between a controlling party outside the agency. Professional accountability relies on skilled and expert employees for providing appropriate solutions. Professional accountability. Employees that are skilled, they are experts, and professional accountability requires of them to provide solutions to problems that may occur in the organization. And the political accountability, simple question is asked: who does the public administrator represent? Who does the public administrator represent? Is it his constituents? Is it his organization? Or who does he represent? That is political accountability. Who is he accountable to? Now let's look at problems of ensuring public accountability. Problems of ensuring public accountability. We can cite many of these problems why public accountability is lacking in Africa. We have unconstitutional governments, secret government, special interest government, bureaucratic government, collaborative government, discretionary government, and professional government. Let's look at the unconstitutional government. In unconstitutional government, constitutions don't function. The constitution is just a sham. It is not grounded in democratic ethos. That is unconstitutional government, where the leaders are not chosen by the citizenry. Leaders impose themselves on the citizenry. That is what we call unconstitutional government. And in such governments, accountability becomes a very, very big problem. Bureaucratic government is a situation where the bureaucracy becomes so powerful that the government only plays a subservient role to their interest. The bureaucracy in the system becomes so powerful. You know, the bureaucrats, they are implementers of policy. They become so powerful that the government will always play to their whims and caprices. That we have bureaucratic government. In such a government, accountability becomes very difficult. What are the contributing factors? What factors contribute to lack of accountability in public service in Africa? Let's look at a couple of them, 2, 3, 4 of them. Poor working conditions. the working conditions in Africa, for that matter, Ghana, for instance, is so poor that workers, staff, employees are not ready to follow any accountability principles. Recruitments ignore the merit system. So, as Ghana, we shall say, recruitment is done on the basis of whom you know. That brings about poor accountability in the public service. Lack of opportunity for professional development. And political interference in the public service brings about lack of public accountability. And then citizens are also at fault over here because of their lack of vigilance on the part of citizens. When the public servants are behaving in a way that does not depict accountability, citizens don't complain. When politicians are behaving in ways that do not conform to accountability requirements, citizens do not complain. For that matter, there's high level of non-accountability in the public service of Africa. Assignments. In your opinion, as a student, mention 4 factors that hinder public service accountability in Ghana, if not in Africa, in Ghana. Only 4 factors that impede public service accountability in Ghana. Mention 3 measures put in place to address public service accountability in the 4th Republic of Ghana. And I want to state here again that all that this requires, these assignments require, is that you read your reader very well, understand it very well, and you can easily answer these assignments. So read the reader that has been provided for you for the course, and all these things, you have a better understanding of them. Thank you for this session, and we are getting close to the end of the session. And remember that we said in this session that public service accountability is very important. There are some factors are hindering such accountability in the public service which need to be addressed for public service in Africa to function effectively and sufficiently to discharge their mandate of improving the lives of the citizenry through rendering of good services to the citizen. Thank you very much for this session.